Big fish, big fish. Nice bass, big old bass. On the SS Custom, stay down.
Hey there folks, how you doing? For today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through 3 of my favorite lures to use and how and when to use them. And that is going to be chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, and what many might call a modified chatterbait known as the Bladewakers. Now for each of these lures, you can find links to them in the video description here in case you want to go ahead and get yourself one. I highly recommend all 3 of them. So let's get things kicked off here. Now the one that's probably the most familiar to just about everyone in the community is going to be the spinnerbait. These lures have been around for a long time. And this particular one right here is my favorite. That's the SS Custom Baby Cobra. I've caught many bass, many snakehead on this. As a matter of fact, if you stick around after the instructional part of this video, what I'll do is I'll show you some fishing action where I'm employing each of these. Now, for the actual spinnerbait, for the Baby Cobra, I like to use this when I'm fishing water where the vegetation, it can be heavy, but I usually like to have at least 2 feet of clearance between the vegetation and the surface of the water. Because the blades, they're pretty good at not getting fouled by the vegetation, but especially in the thick, stringy vegetation, they will get fouled and it will reduce the effectiveness of your lure. So I like to use these most often in the water that's a little bit deeper, and it lets me fish it. I try to keep it right above the weed line, right above the weeds under the water, even nicking or just barely touching those weeds, and that's when they'll usually crush this. It's also great for when they're chasing bait fish because the flash of these blades is a really great imitation for schools of bait fish. Now another lure that I love for bass and snakehead is the chatterbait. Now this is a Z-Man Pro right here. When I really like to use these chatterbaits is when nothing else is working. Chatterbaits are a great lure in that situation. It's subsurface, it doesn't require the fish to come to the top to hit, and it throws off a lot of vibration. I often use a trailer with mine, usually about a 3 to 4 inch paddle tail soft plastic. It's not a necessity, but it is nice to have in my opinion. It adds a little bit more profile, a little more action to the bait. Great lure. I like to fish this almost in kind of the same way where I'm bouncing it off of a lot of the weeds in the water. I like to use this on the edge of pad fields, on the edge of grass, and again, as I'm reeling it, I often try to keep it just above the actual grass line underneath the water and bumping off that vegetation. It's also great for bumping it off of timber and wooden structure. If I'm fishing timber, this is one of my go-to baits, no doubt. Now last one I'm going to walk you through is probably the newest and the most unique, and that's the Bladewakers. Now it's very similar to a chatterbait, but here's what sets it apart. It's this blade here at the top. Because of the shape and design of this blade, it runs much more shallow than your average chatterbait, pretty much than any other chatterbait I've ever used actually. And that's great for when the grass is really close to the surface or when you're actually casting it through the pad fields, because it's great at bumping against the pad fields without getting hooked on them. I'm not saying you won't get hooked on them, but between the blade and the weed guard here, it does really help. And you can see I've paired that with a 4-inch Megabass Spark Shad trailer. If you're watching my videos, you've seen me put this thing in action. Great lure, definitely one of my new favorites. Now my favorite rig to throw with each of these lures is definitely going to be my Katylin custom rod. That is paired with a Corrado 301 HG. That's 30-pound Power Pro line. And the rod itself is a 7-foot heavy action, very, very, very high strength rod. Now that I've told you exactly how, when, and where I like to use these, what I'll do is I'll show you a day of fishing. Actually, it's about 2 days worth of fishing where I was catching bass, snakehead, you know, the species that I quite often target. And then you can see me actually put these things in action. If there's anything I didn't cover, or if you use them slightly differently, let me know in the comment section. I'm always up for learning. Other than that, let's get to the fishing action.
Big fish, big fish. Yeah, nice bass. Big old bass. On the SS Custom, stay down. Come here. That's it, come here. Look at that, that's a nice bass. Oh, hey, 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 hey. There she is. There she is. Look at that. Now let's see if we can get a picture of this little beauty before I let her go. And her tail Her whole underside's a little tore up. Wonder if she's been bedding or doing anything having to do with bedding. Nice bass though, nice chunk. All right, gorgeous. There you go. That's on the SS Custom Baby Cobra. You ready? I'll hold you till you're ready, okay? Come on. You can do it. You can do it, buddy. Come on. Come on. You ready? You ready? There you go. Another one. Another one just hit right in front of me. I mean, just hit right in front of me. That baby cobra's got him going. Man. Got a little bit of line out on that one. Come here, gorgeous. Come here, gorgeous. Gotcha. Gotcha. And he hit like 10 feet in front of me, dude. Alright. Hook is out. There she is again, folks. Another nice bass. Nice, healthy bass. Go on now. Something we catch tons of out here, to be quite honest. Rashawn's on. Is that a snake? Woo! Things might be turning around, folks. It's been a bass game so far. But Rashawn is on with a nice snakehead. Is that Bladewaker? Yep. Yup. All right, fishes. Let's play. Let's do it. That's a nice snake. That's a nice snake. You want picture first or hemostats first?
Oh, I'm just excited I caught snake.
I know, right? Yes, folks, we ain't out here in optimal conditions.
Oh no.
It wasn't running?
I don't know. It shut off.
What the hell? Be having camera problems.
This is insane, man. This real start speed? What the? What is? It had me on time warp.
Time warp? God.
I didn't touch it. Remember it corrupted?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Bro.
I got the bass. Whatever.
Don't let me go. Let me go. Yeah, I hear that too.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
There she go. Look at that. Oh, fatty. Oh, little fatty. We seen a snakehead today. Got a little fat tummy. It might be a female.
Have a good day, okay?
Sean, I think it's a good bass. Yep. Oh, there he goes. You rascal. He's hooked up with something. I knew it. I knew it. There you go. That's a nice one, dude. 3.5. Yep. Got you, bro. Go on, little chunt. Sean. Nice bass. Nice bass. Let me stand on up. Nice bass. I thought y'all might be out here. Whoa, shifting rocks. Whoa, get down here. Oop, oop, oop. Okay. Come here, you. There she is. That's a nice bass. There you go. Thanks, little buddy. Let's get you back in the water. Oh, the smell of bass. There you go, little buddy. Whenever you're ready. You ready? There you go. Go ahead. That came on again. That Teckle Bladewakers. Just had another hit. Didn't get him though. Definitely a good amount of grass growing up down there. That's good. Blow on up, grass. Blow on up. Let's bring these snakeheads in. There you are. Got him that time. Got him that time. Another bass. Another nice bass. A little bit smaller than the last one, I think. No, about the same. About the same. Another solid fish. Another solid fish. Yeah. Nice fish. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. And there she is. Our little beauty. Oh, God, bass smell good. So that's number 2 for me on the day. Jared has caught and missed 1. And I think Rashawn's got 1. But we're catching the bass, dude. Like we normally do here at Snakehead Central, we're catching the bass. Let's get this guy back in. There you go, buddy. Uh-oh. There you go. On the spinnerbait? Oh, okay, okay. There you go. He wants to splash you a little bit, just a little bit. I know they're out there chasing bait, man. Check it out, y'all. Rashawn just hooked my line from the last trip out here where I broke it off. That's what all those hits were, man. Kind of like a bass. Nope, it's a small snake. Small snake. Look at that monster. See, it takes more skill with the small ones because their mouths are smaller, so you got to fit it in there, dude. He's about to be gone. That's the special one, man. That's the special Bladewaker. That's the one that was hot from Thursday. Hey, you little beauty. Oh, man.